rules everything around. Queens get the money, dollar bill. Ain't got no cash rules everything around. Like that. Queens get the money. I missed you, my boy. Okay, this shit here feel like my whole city, but this gritty is specifically the Queens committee. Yup, we getting busy, don't be acting like I'm iffy. I'm too pretty and sedity, I don't show no type of pity. They call me Rippy, so believe it or not, I get you trippy when you with me, buzzing around this honey pot. And I bees in the trap, yep, I'm posted in the spot. And you know Queens get the money, Southside we get a lot. Producer, yeah, he cooler with the music, he a ruler. Royalties raining purple, I be calling him the future. Moon rock and moon juice, dilated pupils. Lights up from Ballsdale to 110 and Gobble. Structure so structured, and Queens, we trust that we puncturing and rupturing your eardrum. Structure so structured, and Queens, we trust that we puncturing and rupturing.
Yes, sir, man. We are back, man. This is Nobody Put Us On.
Yeah.
Episode 83, man. We are back like we never left.
Facts.
It's your boy, Dutch Real P.
Father God.
Oh, man, we have a special guest, man. It is an honor.
Queen's royalty.
First five, I don't know where to begin. This guy list is long. He's been in the game for a long time. He brought us back outside. So shout out to him.
Facts.
But I don't know, should we call him Big Dex? Should we call him Cooler the Ruler? We got, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest. Queen's legendary own Cooler the Ruler, ladies and gentlemen.
It's your boy Cooler Ruler, Marvsdale finest, you know, right from JFK Airport, Queens, where you don't know where to walk.
Yep.
That's right. And it is an honor, man.
Salute. Nobody put us on. Nobody put us on at all. Nobody put me on. And I'm here with nobody else, with the others that nobody put on. We putting ourselves on right now. We on.
Right. Talk about it.
How you feel though? How you feel? Matter of fact, Dutch, I'm sorry, my bad. How you doing? I ain't see Dutch.
We gotta kick this off.
You know what I mean? We gotta see you in a minute.
We gotta kick this off. We're gonna try and sum up a year time in like 2 minutes, right? This is the last time we was here. Actually, the last time. So, man, where do I been? I got a high schooler now. You know what I'm saying? Last time I seen you, he was still in junior high. Now he's in high school. Got a high schooler now. My son is 2 now, walking, kicking my ass. You see him. You know, still working. I started a new show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dot. Shout out to Pounds to start the Stand for Something show. You know what I'm saying? You could check that out too. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You know, I started doing that and you know, and working. You know what I mean? And grinding it out. You know what I'm saying? And just just doing what I do, holding it down. You know, shout out to everybody that's been trying to get locked in with Nobody Put Us On. I told you that we was coming back. Everybody's doing what they do.
About y'all.
We definitely didn't forget about y'all. Fa, man, you the one that's been working, man. We gotta give you a round of applause, man. You've been doing your thing.
Allah's been blessing me, man.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
You know, we're doing a lot of work in the community with, out in Newark, New Jersey. The mayor Ras Baraka. Shout out to Jerry Wonder.
Shout out to
my artist Kels Merlin. We've been painting the pavement. Been a lot of progress going on. VMAs, all kind of stuff. So just been blessed. Just trying to keep the right foot forward. You know what I mean? But we always had to come back to podcasting.
Yeah, I told like you said,
this is something I enjoy doing.
This is I feel like this is the foundation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nobody Put Us On. I like the growth, man. We took breaks before, right? Yeah. But I felt like this break that we took was a real one in a growth. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like what you doing, building the 5 productions, 5 filming productions and Kels and you know what I mean, working with Jersey and doing what you're doing. Trip, you too.
Yeah,
Trip been working,
shout
doing what he's doing.
Shout 187.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trip. So like everybody been working, you know what I mean? So it was just one of those times where everybody just had to, take that break, lock in, and now we here, we're back, and we back. Look who we started off with though.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Legendary shit.
So it's an honor, man. So shout out to Cooler, man.
Shout out to Cooler. It's funny because Cooler, I knew Cooler of him, and we knew our faces probably for a long time because I grew up in Rosedale, whatever. So he's an innovator, a lot of things. You're gonna hear a lot of things that that we the books behind this shit. We know who did it first. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's a legend in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the people that's in the hood, the neighborhood guy that have a studio, and if you could rap, he'll you know what I mean. He'll put you in the studio. He'll get you right.
Facts.
He'll help you with your sound or whatever it is you need to do. He'll help you from step one.
Coach you.
So it's definitely not a lot of guys like that no more. So I definitely want to give you the flowers for that.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, but I definitely always wanted to know more about you because I know about the legendary things you did that we're gonna get to. But I want to know like the essential, how it started.
Right.
Like where you from, by the way?
From Rosedale, Queens. I was born in Brooklyn. Funny dude was he we Queens heads to the death. And when I told him I was born in Brooklyn, he was disappointed. But I was born in Brooklyn, but I've been in Queens since I was 2 years old. And I was somebody's phone janking. But since I was 2 years old, I really was. All right, the reason I was into music is because I was like a latchkey kid. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of held my attention. My moms knew that, and when I was like 8 years old or whatever, she had took me to a friend's house or whatever. You know, they're peoples. Like my moms and my stepdad or whatever had went to visit some friends of theirs who had a son, and it was his birthday, and he had gotten turntables for his birthday, and he had let me rock. And my moms had looked in and seen me rocking on his turntables, and was like amazed at 8 years old. I was fading in.
You know what I'm saying? I know that though. What was you cutting on there?
It was some old school shit like I don't know if you remember a record named Gloria.
Gloria?
Yeah,
I feel like I heard that.
Yeah, some shit. I did some. I don't know. It was like a disc. She just looked in the room, like you know how you checking on your kid to see if he all right, and she seen me with the headphones, just like this, with the headphones on, do some shit, and she was like, "Whoa!" And some birthday was like, let's say it was like December 18th or whatever. By Christmas, when when I got my gifts and shit, it was 2 big boxes underneath. It was a turntable and a mixer or whatever. She added that shit to her equipment. You know what I mean? She told me I could add it to her equipment. And at 8 years old, I started DJing.
Wow. That's crazy. That's legendary. So from 8 years old, right? So you said you grew up in Brooklyn. When did you?
Grew up in Queens.
Queens, I'm sorry. Born in Brooklyn. I'm sorry. So Queens, because that's kind of like my story.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in the East. You know what I'm saying? And raised in Queens. Like
Beans, Brooklyn and Queens, we call it the Beans.
Yeah, so I got picked on a lot though by my Queens friends. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is, like the Brooklyn Queens thing. Like, how was that like a thing for you? Like,
not even because like I said, I came in when I was 2.
So you ain't really get that.
Like,
But you had family, like you was going back and forth, like you had family out there.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Flatbush or whatever.
Okay.
Go to them parties, they got the big speakers and all that, playing all that old.
How was
music, that type shit.
What was out at 8 years old? You said, right?
Yeah.
So what rap was out? Was even
who I was hype off?
Yeah, like who was you hype off of? What was listening? What was the vibe of hip hop at that time?
If it was hip hop,
that had you doing what you was doing.
But that Run DMC shit.
Run DMC?
Yeah. Run DMC was like I liked hip hop before that, like Sugar Hill Gang and all that shit or whatever. Because that was the shit. Maybe my mom's. She not even a hip hop listener, but you know that popular shit like Sugar Hill Gang, Rappers Delight, and all that shit. She might have played The Message. She might have played that and all that. But I really it was like, yo, I got to do this when I seen Run DMC with the fucking gold chains and. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had attitude, and the beats was crazy, big beats and shit like that. Nah. That's when I felt I needed to be part of this. Yeah, Run DMC.
And they from Queens, so it was only right. You know what I mean? You've seen that. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because you bring up Run DMC. I see that you run into Jam Master Jay at some point in your life, right? Like,
it's a fucking amazing moment in my life.
You know what I'm saying? Tell us that moment then, because if they put you on, they the ones that made you undo, and you bump into him, and like, what was that like?
Okay, I had turntables, right? But man, I wasn't really DJ. I was learning how to juggle records and shit, but I was doing other shit, like making pause tapes with records and making beats out of the record, learning how to do other shit besides just DJing shit. So I was really making music without keyboards and samplers and shit prior to even you know what I'm saying, even getting like an MPC or whatever the case is. And I became like at that point in time, I don't know how. I can't remember how old I was when I really got busy. It was like 14, I think, when I started high school or whatever. I was one of the go-to producers in Queens or whatever. A lot of people would check for me.
That's fire. That's fire, people. You know how big that is? Like,
Was you rocking the Parks?
Like you said in Queens, people.
Not really, not producers, not DJing.
Yeah,
producers.
like, making beats.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
people couldn't find beats. Like
Early
it was no YouTube and none of that shit like that. It was hard to find a nigga who make beats or whatever. And it was like amazing to them that, like that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? People come to my crib and see I'll just back out mad equipment and be doing shit and be like puzzle and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like mad people that would come through for beats or whatever. I still got a box full of discs with different people's names on it that I used to produce. That box got beats for Harv Pierre. Who else? It got I don't know if you remember TCF Crew.
I heard of them.
Yeah. Like mad shit. Mad people. Joe Sinister. There's a lot of shit. But I had worked with a female group named Four in the Clip, and they were doing the female Onyx thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't balling their heads or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? They had the gritty style. They was just coming off like that. Four in the Clip, like in a gun or whatever the case is.
Right, Four in the Clip.
And I became real cool with one of them. Her name was Kamar. And see the thing with Kamar, like she was in I can say that she wasn't the best rapper in the group. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to secure her spot. And one time she was kind of nervous trying to get her thing done. You know what I'm saying? You know how girls is in the group, yo, you better have your shit right or whatever. Like I'm making a band type shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I had helped her with it, you know what I'm saying? And by the time she actually performed it in the studio when it was that time to show up, they loved it, you know what I'm saying? And she was like so like grateful for me, you know, being there and helping her. Now, when them girls went out to do their little promo run, you know how girls is when they got in a girl group, they get mad attention. Niggas is always checking for them. So they came across Jam Master J's eyes or whatever and ears or whatever. And Kamar, she was a talker too. She was a sweet talker or whatever the case is. She was in Jam Master J ear trying to, you know, party for their group or whatever. And she baked my name up so hard. She was like, hey, this kid Dex, you got to meet, that was my government or whatever at the time. They used to call me Dex. This kid Dex, you got to check him out. You know what I'm saying? He got mad beats or whatever. He helped me with this. You know what I'm saying? She made Jam Master J and Randy Allen end up calling my house and telling me that they wanted to come see me and pull up on my crib at my mama house. You know what I'm saying? You know the crib you grew up with.
Right.
Different times, man. Different times, right?
Right. Pull up on my mama house to hear some beats one summer afternoon. 4 different whips. Like, that's the time. It was a Beamer. It was a Benz. My bad. It was a Saab.
Good?
Yeah. Hold me up, yo. I'm saying. Yeah. All right. No, a Beamer, Benz, a Saab, a Audi, or whatever. 4 different whips they pulled up to check me out with some beats or whatever the case is. I came out, you know what I'm saying? Play some beats with Jam Master J or whatever. You check me out. And I'm trying to explain the shit's too much. Yo, this beat here. This beat. He's like, shh. Right? He heard my shits. He's like, I fuck with you. He said, I'm going to come pick you up this week. I'm going to take you some places, you know, get you in the studio. See how you work. That week, I ended up doing a remix for Shifty by Onyx.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's dope.
And riding around with Jam Master J and meet some people.
Did you ever tell him, like, yo, I'm like, yo, I was a fan, like, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't need to. Yeah. One time, matter of fact, I played myself with Jay one time.
Word?
Yeah.
How you do that?
Cause, man, you know when you selling yourself to somebody like you're the best ever.
Like overselling?
Well, I ain't oversell myself, but he thought I was official the way I was selling myself. And then until I got in the studio one day and said, "Yo, man, I want you to be my mentor, man. I really love how you do." I got in that mode, that fan mode. And
right.
He did one of these, like you know what I'm saying. And next thing I know, I got a contract in the mail. He wanted 50% of my publishing.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's for JMJ Records.
Yeah, and what you had. Official nasty niggas at the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my lawyer was like, don't do it.
Wow, so, that's crazy.
It was a cool split. Me and him was still cool, but I couldn't stay with him.
So at that time, did you have situations already around that at the same time to make you say no for that? Because you know back in the day, dudes used to jump on the first train smoking. Right. So what gave you that business savvy to be like, nah?
My lawyer.
Okay.
I didn't want to split from her. I didn't want to, I wanted to sign that damn contract.
Yeah.
But she was like, you'll never give up 50% of your publishing.
But what age is this again?
It was 1920.
Okay, because I was going to ask you, like, How did you what made you like, yo, even talk to a lawyer, even have that business, like you said, the mind state to even like, yo, I'm gonna get with a lawyer. But at 19, 20, that's about a good age. You should know. But even today, a lot of people be having them issues now. A lot of people don't even know to get with lawyers and all that. You see that today. So how did you even have that mind? I'm gonna still ask anyway.
Shouts to Marvin Allen. That was my lawyer at the time. She the one told me like, yo, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I was nervous at first, but I'm glad I didn't, because that same year I got on the next train smoking with Lost Boyz. You know what I'm saying? I already knew Mr. Cheeks. Me and him was, you know what I'm saying, working on like his songs, his solo songs, couple ideas he had. He got this song about this girl named Renee he want to try to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You're going too fast. Hold on. You're going too fast. All right. You brought it up. Mr. Cheeks. How did you meet Mr. Cheeks? Yeah. Where did that happen? Was Lost Boyz even a thing? What's going on? How did you even link with Mr. Cheeks?
I had a hustler, drug dealer manager that lived in my hood, and he knew I was that producer dude. And my man Tyrone, rest in peace, Tyrone. He told Lenny to come check me, and he brought him to my window, as a matter of fact. And Lenny was my manager's name, by the way. Lenny was loopy in Southside and Rosedale. Well, Southside mostly, but he lived in Rosedale. You know what I'm saying? And he knew Mr. Cheeks well, and he knew I did beats, and he wanted me to link with Cheeks. And Cheeks' name was Cold Cheeks at the time. Mr. Cheeks, Cold Cheeks, rapper Cold Cheeks.
I heard of that.
Off them Park tapes, DeWitt tapes, Grandmaster Vic tapes, and all that shit, right? And that's how I knew of him. Right. You know, he was, matter of fact, he was one of my favorite rappers. Yeah,
he's already blazing shit in the hood.
Right. You know how you pick, like, Fredro was out there, Big P.I., rest in peace, Spank G and all that, but there was a bunch of personalities on the tapes, and one of my favorites was Cold Cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It's wild that I ended up working with him so hard. But anyway, he knew of him, and he heard my shits, and he was like, yo, come meet it, you know, we gonna link up, go to meet Cheeks or whatever. Pulled up on his crib, his mama house or whatever. Came out, me and him was we didn't have much chemistry at first. We wasn't talking much. You know what I'm saying? We both Aries. Okay. Same type niggas.
Energy. High energy, fire energy.
Yeah. Fire sounds or whatever. Word. Quiet, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Explosive.
Niggas watching each other and shit at first. Till that music came on. Till I played the beat, and nigga face like. Then you start spitting some shit to it in my face. You know what I'm
saying? You already had like the beat for Renee already made before he heard it, or y'all cooked that up?
Nah, he had some other black man shit. He had some righteous black man, some shit called Black Man. Right. That he actually recorded first with Large Professor. You know what I'm saying? But it was a long story, and he had the files or whatever. He wanted to do the song right and do it up, so I had to redo the beat. Well, that was probably the first song me and him ever did. A song called Black Man.
Okay.
It was over this loop for this record. I don't know if y'all know this record. Shit go stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheeks had some shit on that. I'm coming in peace. That's how I'm music. Some black man shit. But anyway, yeah. That was the first shit we ever did. We had a couple joints like that. Armed and Dangerous. Sound like some Cool G rap shit. He had a song named Who's Holding Donna. He had a song named Pop Life. Off that Prince shit. And then he had a song called Renee. But it was on some other beat.
Right. Okay.
He actually recorded that shit on some Black Moon beat first. It was like somebody instrumental. And it had no hook. It was just the song that, And it was up in the air for a long period of time. Like, that was just one of them joints we used to just play on the. He had a tape. We had a tape full of just rough draft records or whatever. And that was just one of the joints we always played, just have it in our ear or whatever. We know the song, but it never had no hook. Just a beat playing. So, I mean, we get to that. I was trying to set that story up.
I was waiting for you to get into it. I was waiting for you to get into it because I know the beat switched up and it had no hook.
Right.
Now it gets a hook. I think you're involved with the hook.
But I want you to stay. I know you got a timeline or whatever. Let me see what you're talking about. And then,
that fucking hook was crazy though, because we got to get to that now.
Okay.
That hook. I ain't gonna hold you. That hook on that everything on that record is just so nostalgic. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it is.
as far as this, if you want to like tell somebody, a stranger come, a tourist, be like, yo, I want to know what it feels like 90s in Queens. Renee's a record you can play. And drive down Garbrew and just try to give him some of that feeling.
It's definitely top 10 best hip hop storytelling. I feel like
I'll give it that.
For sure, top 10. It's up there.
So how did the record progress?
All right. Well, they got it. Finally, Lost Boyz got a deal. It was Cheeks working on it was Coach Cheeks turning into Mr. Cheeks. Then he had his dudes with him a lot. Ty was like this personality that was always with him, that just was like hyping him like that how they are was already how they was on a light scale. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We just accentuated it once that deal came into place. All right, so
and what was the deal with?
Uptown Records.
Okay.
Andre Harrell.
Yeah.
And that happened because these niggas they used to ride downstate or whatever cases.
I kind of seen, and you know what? While you mentioned, I kind of seen Cheeks talk about that, about how he got on and all that.
Right.
And was you around? Like you was around all the time?
I was around, but I was in New York. I wasn't riding.
Okay, so you wasn't going with them.
Yeah. Okay. They the clique, Mr. Cheeks.
But that's a big deal. Uptown, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
They were distributed by
back then. Hell yeah.
Was it Sony? I think it was at the time.
I'm not sure.
I remember, but that was a big thing.
Yeah, Uptown was big. Okay. Uptown started everybody. Puffy, Mary, Heavy D. Who else? Little Sean. All of them.
Was they I think
Jodeci.
Was they the only hip hop group Uptown at the time?
No, this is what happened. Uptown tanked.
Okay.
Uptown tanked, but like, right when we was about to drop the Lost Boy album, they had a pressing and everything of the Lost Boy album, a different cover, not the cover that you see. You know what I'm saying?
And Legal Drug Money you talking about here?
Yeah, okay. Legal Drug Money, first Lost Boy album, and so they was up in the air when Lost Boy tanked, but Universal Records had just started, and they scooped Lost Boyz up real fast. So Lost Boyz was the first artist to ever be on Universal Records.
Wow, you heard it first. That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow. That's ill.
So and then that's when they cleaned up a lot of shit because there was an old version. There was a version of Renee that I actually did. Like he had the beat, the beat that he was rocking off the first time he made Renee was "Don't Front, You Know I Got You Open" by Black Moon.
I know that beat.
Right, but you couldn't keep that shit. So when it was time when they got the deal with Uptown Records or whatever the case is, and she said, "Yo, we gotta go do this album up." You know what I'm saying? I cooked something for Renee, but it was kind of dirty. That was dirty beat days, mid '90s.
Yeah,
Onyx shit. You know what I'm saying? So I made a female type beat, but this had mad grit on it, static and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
those are beats I like too.
Right,
I love them beats.
And a lot of Queens people love that version of Renee. But Butt Naked Tim Dog, shouts to him or whatever. He was the A&R for Universal Records that was overlooking our project, and he felt that shit was too dirty. So he went and got his man. He didn't even tell me though. I was tight. He went and got his man, Mr. Sex. He'll cook up a beat for Renee or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like a cleaner joint. So one day I just showed back up to the studio. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say I executive produced the album, but I was in there every day. I slept under the SSL board, all types of shit every day in that motherfucking studio, D&D, working on that Legal Drug Money project. I don't know when they went in there to redo that fucking Renee record. You know what I'm saying? I showed up one day. And the engineer was playing some bling, bling. She sounded like Billie Jean to me.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, what's this? Whatever. Until I heard the nigga say, here's a story. I forgot. Why I can't remember of a story named Renee that I met one day or whatever. I was like, what happened here? You know what I'm saying? Right. Oh, no. And nobody want to look me in the eye and shit. Niggas did the beat over. I was like, So I never liked that beat I ain't like that beat for like the first year. You know what I'm saying? Until I heard that shit knocking one time. I was like, damn, that shit. They did clean that shit up nice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just tight because I lost that. And then I end up fucking losing the credit. All right. We didn't get to the hook. Y'all was asking me about
the hook. Let's get to the hook. Let's get to the hook.
All right, so one day I was just, after I did the beat and Cheeks laid the verse or whatever case, it was still just a blank space. So I remember sitting there one day with Cheeks and Lou was talking with some girl shit or whatever the case is, and just random shit. And they walked out the studio while Lou was still talking. And Lou said something to Cheeks like, Cheeks, don't you know? Ghetto love is the law that we live by, Cheeks. What's wrong with you? And he walked out and the door closed shut. And I was standing at the door like this, like, yo, that was mad profound when right there. And then we was about to leave. I went home that night, wrote that shit up. Came back the next day and got in there early. So my white boy, Joe Quimby, the engineer, put Renee up. I went in there myself and did it.
Right.
Said, ghetto love is the law that we live. That was Trench days.
Right.
So I said, ghetto love is the law that we live by day, I wonder, right? And when Cheeks finally showed up, came in, I tapped him, I said, yo, Joe, play that. And he heard my hook for it, and he started smiling.
Yeah.
He said, I like it. He said, I bet. And then he went in there and he did it.
So he did his verses over.
He left the verses. But
Okay.
He did the hook over.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's fire. That's fire.
This version that I'm talking about is on YouTube. It's called Renee, the original street version.
Okay.
This ain't the version that y'all.
The album version.
Yeah, this ain't the one that y'all know. This is a dirty version, and you can even Ty's on it.
Okay.
Ty's doing ad-libs. Ty ain't doing ad-libs on the
Right. He's not.
He's doing the ad-libs on this version though.
Okay.
And there's extra lyrics too at the end of the first verse. So yeah, go check that out, Renee, original street version.
So you did the hook. What happened with the credit?
Oh, you know about that. I said that.
Yeah.
There was mad versions of Renee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they had to do paperwork every time they put out a version. Somebody forgot me. I was involved in all this shit. All that ghetto love is Lord that we live by. It was on all them versions, I believe. Funny how time flies. Ghetto love is the Lord, right?
Right.
There was like two disco versions. The one we all know and love.
Yeah,
and
there's mad versions. I remember that.
Yeah. I don't know. And then I started seeing when my publishing came in, I ain't see Renee on the list. I saw all the other shit. I was like, what happened with Renee? And this is like years later too. I had to go get I had to do due diligence and get my bread, but I didn't get everything because you can only give up so much. But yeah.
Okay. So that was a learning experience for you.
Hell yeah.
Also. So moving forward, how that like made you more sharper, like doing business wise? Because you went on to do more things after that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Should end up getting a deal on Universal with my group.
Oh wow! What group was that?
Quasar, QSR. All right. Okay. What happened was I was trying to when I got all that money from Lost Boyz, whatever cases, I bought a crib, bought a car, bought mad studio equipment, and I was just trying to make a platform for myself because I never wanted to, I wanted to bring artists out. Repeatedly, you know what I'm saying? Do it the way I want to do it.
So you made a production company?
I made a fake radio station, my nigga, and used to make tapes.
Okay,
What? That's it.
With had callers and everything, commercials.
Yeah,
Wow.
all on the radio
okay.
station.
That's fire.
to get the artists, to break the artists.
Yeah, called it WQSR.
How did you think of that, yo? That's crazy.
That's like before, kind of like Sirius XM before Sirius type shit.
Because I was trying to do mixtapes. And every time I would get to I got to the retailer, the mom and pop store, I would look at everybody mixtape. They had all the shits I had. So I had to flip. I was like, damn, man, cause I couldn't beat nobody. I couldn't get exclusives quick enough. So I said, I'm going to try to fuck with the records I got. So this is a whole other story, my nigga.
Nah, we got to get to it.
You know the fact that.
Open that can.
You know the fact that people rock off for other people's beats?
Yeah.
A lot. Like, there was a whole era where every time somebody went to the studio, they would have to buy like a J-Arm CD. The J-Arm CD.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember them times.
Remember
them times.
Yeah. The whole reason, I'm kind of responsible for that. 50 jacking songs.
Yeah.
Got it from us.
And you mean like jacking people beats on a song
making
format,
a whole mixtape,
and make a song format with hook, not format, not just rap.
Quasar. WQSR is Worldwide Queen Symphony Radio. That's what I called it, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And those songs that I told, like I would try to go, sell mixtapes or whatever cases, and people already had these shit, so my shit wasn't selling. I would take the instrumentals and get all the artists that I was working with to redo the songs, parodies, funny shit, or whatever the case is. And I would even have people doing like drops and, like I said, interviews. I had interviews on the motherfucking mixtapes. And I would sell them like that. Shit kind of got hot. And then all of us that was on it was distributed.
And the shit was hot, so it was known in Queens.
Right.
So
and it was definitely
you get what I'm saying though, right?
distributed right
All
over
yeah.
there. Ask Yayo. I haven't spoken to him myself. I ain't gonna go on record.
Now I'm saying because let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
Lost Boyz.
Right.
And it's me because I'm only 33, but I know that I got older sisters, so I remember that era. You know what I mean? Everybody in Queens is LB, like, you know what I mean? I remember that era. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember the dab. I used to do the dab.
Basically, the way I look at Lost Boyz is like y'all raised all the G Unit soldiers and all of that. You know what I mean? Y'all they old heads type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they was tapped into
Most definitely.
They tapped into what she was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But even I had like, see, I was on the fence pretty much because I'm like half Lost Boyz and half Mobsdale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I was doing that thing, it was more of a Mobsdale thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With Quasar and all that. It was more people. No Lost Boyz was on them tapes.
Right.
They might have done some drops big and you know what I'm saying, but they wasn't on them joints. Whatever case. So we used to ride around with these shits to fucking Greek Fest and all that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Hop out the car and people selling these tapes on fucking God Brew and all that. So 50 and them definitely had this shit. So when we dropped the ball, cause we got signed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't really doing that no more. But it was a brilliant idea, but we wasn't really doing that no more. We was making real music. Trying to, put out a real album or whatever. We had shouts to Rockwaller who produced 3 joints on the album that we made, and I did the rest of them.
Okay, we're gonna get to that.
Right. But what I was gonna say, yeah. So that was in 2000 we got signed, and when 50,
2000.
when 50 came to the forefront.
Guess Who's Back came out 2000, 2001.
Not even Guess Who's Back, because he didn't do that on Guess Who's Back. We talking about them G Unit mixtapes.
You talking about
God's
Plan?
and all that, like 2002.
God's Plan.
2001, 2002.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
50
Quasar,
Future.
Yeah, like 2002.
Like
Quasar got signed in 2000. Our run on Universal was from 2000 to 2001, and then our shit kind of dispersed. And all of a sudden,
And that's a group or that's just one person?
Quasar was 40 fucking people, and then we to be the group, we broke it down to 3.
Okay.
Me, Devon, I'm Devon, Power, and Spin Tech, 3 of us.
Okay. And all from Queens also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah. But those mixtapes consisted of everybody.
Some fire, nigga. I need to know who the fuck this shit is, nigga. This shit knocked me off my feet just now. Okay.
Go ahead, ask me some questions.
I want to get to Quasar. Like, who Quasar? Because I got signed to Universal in 2000. So
right.
Explain, like, how that group came about. Who are they? And, you know what I mean?
Shit, a lot of people, like everybody that I linked up with, everybody that I knew. All right. Yeah, I had I was in a group originally, too. When I was making, when I had equipment and shit, and I was trying to make beats, all that, I had to do it with some...
Because you was rapping. That's what I was asking.
Right.
But you was going by Big Dex, right? At the
Big
time?
Dex.
Big
Dex.
Dex,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Since I was 8, whatever, I was always penning. You know what I'm saying? I wrote a poem in school. My teacher told me I was lying, that I didn't write it. Where'd you get this from? It was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type shit. And hence, I was able to write the hook for Renee and all that shit. That's where I got my practice from. I had a group called Trinity. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Shouts to Parlay, shouts to GA, shouts to A Grim. But anyway, so that snowballed. You know what I'm saying? We actually, at this time, it wasn't like now. Everybody rap. It really wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's kind of looked down
niggas
upon,
rap,
right?
like, you know what I'm saying? Word. Until we started meeting like minds and shit. So this is from the late 80s.
And when you mean by like minds,
90s.
right? Where did these places? Because we had the Latin quarters.
Yeah,
where them like minds used to make around that time?
But we was young. We was like 14 and shit, 13, 14, so on the block.
Yeah.
People who knew people from school. Like, all right, one of the group, all right, my man's older brother had a brother who had a little brother that was our age, and that nigga could rap. He was nice, and we end up, now he part of our clique. Shit like that.
Okay.
And, this nigga's that nigga cousin somehow, and how you knew him, and because they used to work together.
All word of mouth.
Yeah. 40 people.
Yeah.
To the point, I'll show you a picture with all of us.
Yeah.
Shit. We used to be called a Nocturnal Project. Till Helter Skelter dropped that whole Nocturnal shit, and then we had to switch up. One of us died, got killed at what was that shit on what was the strip club on Hillside?
Hillside.
I
might be before my time.
Hillside and 16 is it one? Is it
Yeah, I probably was too young.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
but is it one? Yeah, I want to know
what
part of Hillside though.
Right between Van Wyck and Parsons, like.
Yeah,
somebody
my time.
Drop that in the comments. Drop that in the comments.
Yeah, it's before our time. Yeah, I'm only 35.
Damn, I forgot the name of that shit. But rest in peace to my guy Scam. He got killed that night or whatever, and you know, at the spot. But yeah, what was we talking
about?
Was it right underneath a highway? It's by the highway. It's right next to the highway.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's probably why it's
but
not.
Yeah,
there.
so yeah, got it was 40 of y'all. Y'all 3 rappers. Who's 3 rappers?
Well, all of us were just around. All of us, but it ended up being Divine. Damn, the story is so much. Man.
Yeah, I know. Shit. All
right,
how it just goes. So basically, y'all was doing the song format mixtapes before 50 did.
Right.
In the street, y'all didn't stick with it. Y'all went in straight into album mode.
Yeah.
Y'all got the deal with Universal. What happened with the situation with Universal?
We put out the wrong single. You know what I'm saying? Because the DJs, all right, my manager, shouts to landlord Jamal or whatever, he and Cypher Sounds was our little committee.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That Cypher Sounds was our DJ. Jamal used to work for Stress Entertainment, which is Jessica Rosenblum, and she used to manage all the DJs in New York City, Funkmaster Flex, Mark Ronson, Biz Marquis, Big Cap, Doo-Wop, I know I forget Cypher Sounds, but we used to be all, you know, like how we are right now when the DJs walking in, oh, what up, you know what I'm saying? So we was cool with all the DJs in New York. And
was Peter Rosenberg involved in any chance?
Rosenberg at the time, he wasn't even.
What?
Him and Cypher Sounds was cool.
That's what I'm saying. They was cool because I know they knew each other. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
But he got a good ear. Don't try to shit on Rosenberg.
I'm
nigga.
not, but I'm just saying
He's actually holding it down for rap,
Listen.
underground rap in
I'm
New
not
York City.
shitting on
Shout out to fucking
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg.
I'm not shitting on Rosenberg, but he wasn't. I don't feel he was in them rooms. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I don't feel it.
Okay. I was asking.
He's fairly new. I respect his knowledge of hip hop.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
I ain't gonna clown no more. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So
Cypher Sounds was part of it.
Yeah. Right. They was helping us on the album, and pretty much, they by the way, that combination of Cypher Sounds and landlord Jamal is who brought Nina Sky out.
Oh, okay.
And Cuckoo Cow. I don't know if you remember him.
I remember Cuckoo Cow.
You remember him?
Projects.
Yeah.
Projects. That's what I said.
And the kid Daytona.
Okay.
No, the kid
I heard of them too. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we was the first group that they managed. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was we had all them DJs told us, yo, that song, that's the shit y'all should drop. But then we went and did this joint with Rockwilder called Washed Out, and we loved it because it sounded like some Run DMC shit. And Rockwilder gave us some big track, and we wanted to put that shit out, but it wasn't hot yet. It didn't bubble. The DJs wanted the other joint. So when the label said, y'all ready for the single? Y'all going, you see, yeah, put out Washed Out with Rockwilder. Shit didn't hit. DJs didn't support it. You know what I'm saying? So that we dropped that shit December 4th. By January, after the new year hit, label gave us an ultimatum. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, y'all could either sit on the shelf. We pay y'all, you know what I'm saying? But y'all could sit on the shelf.
He can pay y'all.
Or,
That's what we're like.
Or we give y'all some severance pay or whatever the case is, and y'all could go about y'all way. And we took the severance pay, and we wasn't ready for that, though. We was like, this is around time. Everybody selling music out their trunk and all that shit. We could do that shit. We ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what became a Quasar, man. Shouts to all of them, though, man. All of us still working somewhere or the other. Shouts to my man, Uncut Art, Protect Your Heart. Shouts to him. He's Quasar fan. I don't know if y'all ever seen the Protect Your Heart decals.
I've seen that before.
He's Quasar fan.
Protect Your Heart's all over the place.
Yeah, he's Quasar like a motherfucker. Okay. If you ever seen the movie Belly, at the end when it was three dudes that killed Lennox. I was chasing Lennox, and it was actually a lady cut his right, but it was some cat shooting. That's Quasar. That was not me, but my two partners.
Right.
Like you see dreads and shit. That's them niggas. that was actually chasing Lennox.
It's crazy because I just see him all the time in the hood in Rosedale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I put up a post recently with Ox saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, shout out to Ox. That was like he's a legend in the hood for real.
Yeah.
But I know you wanted to say something.
No, I'm just listening. So we're gonna bounce around because it's not like you know what I mean.
Much.
It's so much to cover with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I see that with you did something before. I would say like before K Slade, right? Correct? You was the one that you had like what about like 35 artists from Queens. You try to do the, you know what I mean? Like everybody rapping, right? Like how you like? That's what I'm saying. How you be coming up with this? Like the shit you be coming up with? How you
All Stars?
Like because you,
shouts to Roselle.
Yeah, you kick that's your shit, right?
Yeah, basically. Well, Roselle All Stars is Roselle shit, not really my shit. But I started it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll try to make it something that everybody could eat off of. Really, I don't like doing what everybody else do. That's why I try to come up with real different shit. Because you see everybody doing the same shit over and over. We working and trying to drop some shit and get nowhere with it. And I can't stand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be sitting there, my nigga, all night like yo, I should put everybody on a fucking record. One record. Can we do it? Can I do it? Let me try it. All right, let me get a couple niggas to do it first. Shit sound fire. 4 bars. I'm like, ooh, let's just keep going. I did it twice. One I did it in 2008 called Mall Party with 34 people on it, and then the Graph.
Yeah.
Shout out to Graph on the end.
Man, big homie.
Yo, I love how that went down too because me and Graph, like, he knows of me and all that, but he don't know me like. I mean, now we know each other. Now he definitely know who I am. But at that time, he knew of me enough to pull up when I asked him to call. But he sat down. He was like, "What you want me to do?" I was like, "Yo, I got this record with everybody on the hood on it." But what I did with everybody else in the hood, I didn't let them hear everybody else.
Right. Okay.
So you didn't even tell them like, "Yo, I'm doing this."
No, they knew.
Okay, they knew. Okay,
but they just didn't hear nobody else shit. I want y'all to do your own shit, or whatever case is. Grab came, sat down, I tried to do the same shit with him. He's like, let me hear what you doing. So I was like, all right, I'll play it for him. Breaking his neck. I'm like, woo! He's like, all right, leave it, let it rock. He started with his pen or whatever the case is, and he put some bars on the end. He gave it a grand finale or whatever. I love how that shit went down. Shout out to Grab.
Yeah, and that was 2008.
Yeah, 2008.
That was around 8 when he was doing. You know what I mean? That was around Bring the Goons Out time.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was love. And then I did it again in 2014. 2013 or 2014, whatever, My Party 2. This time, Mr. Cheeks brought it home. It was 41 people, and we did a video. Yeah, I honestly wish the video was better, but still, we did a video. Took 3 months to do the song, 3 months to do the video. Get all 41 people in it.
Would you do another one?
Yo, that's been a question. Yeah, that was 2014. I've been thinking about
I ain't gonna lie. When the second one came out and I seen it, I'm like, man, I need to get next to this nigga, man. I think we need to be pushing because I always get niggas in the hood like Stacks and other people, Illusion, all of them to get serious about their rapping shit because it's a lot of talent in the hood. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I seen that you was really the only one doing it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I never got close enough to, you know what I mean, make the connection. But yeah, you gotta do another one, man. Gotta do another one.
What turned me off was this. Say it again? 10 years. Oh, shit.
That would be hard.
That's crazy.
People was hitting me to do do Queens next.
Right.
Next. And I was thinking about that, but I just never got around to it. But
yeah, cause Queens on fire right now. Are you listening to like the new artists in Queens?
Yeah. Well, not like that. I mean, is there somewhere I should go to?
You're not like you got the Kaya Babies, the Cello.
Oh yeah,
you got a lot of like dudes. Cause I feel like Queens is the only borough as far as upcoming artists where, in a way, it's like the OGs ain't pulled down to bring the next ones up, like how Brooklyn did and how Bronx do and stuff like that. So it's like it's been a void in Queens kind of for a minute now since the unit. You know what I mean? So it's like, but it always kind of been like that. It's kind of in Queens because we had so much fucking talent. Think look at our history. So what you think of how it is as far as the dynamic, like you said, if you listen to any artists, but
it's about the artist having the comprehension to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much. If no artist rose to the surface in Queens right now, it's because they basically don't know what to do, or nobody's schooling them, I guess.
Yeah, like you said, the OG section, ain't nobody to pull them up, put them under the wing.
I'm doing my damnedest. Shouts to Shay and Neef, shouts to Jay Hardy, shouts to CeeLo Money, shouts to Shot of God. I'm doing my damnedest to try to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to do it with a bunch of people too, because a lot of people they ain't ready. They gonna waste your time. I'm doing it with people who I know been grinding since I looked outside and I seen them, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit with me or whatever. So I'm trying to keep some artists going and develop a sound. And I think I got it, man. I think I got it. I'm gonna have to hit you on some promo. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to sit beside each other and work on some shit too. You know what I'm saying? So we could do what you talking about. Bring Queens.
Yeah. very, you know,
a sound back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Instead
even
of
for-
it
even
can't
for
be drill
Rosedale,
and
too.
trap. It can't be.
Even for Rosedale.
Yeah.
For Rosedale.
Hell yeah.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Like we have one. Like I feel like when Ice, you know what I mean? Ice the loudest.
Yeah.
When he get out, he's gonna do
I think,
good.
yeah,
When
he was on his
it's
way.
set up for him right now. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You've been on my mental guard. Like you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
When you-
Ice, yo.
You know what I mean?
Word.
When you touch down, hit me. I definitely want to be a part of what you got going on. But
Shouts to Vino the Great too.
I don't feel like he gonna
Free
have
Vino.
a big impact when he come out.
Yeah, definitely fuck
I
with
mean,
Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a couple. You said you named a couple people. Anybody else? You heard of who else is part? King Streets.
Yeah. Shouts to
All
King
that.
Streets. I
Yeah,
interviewed
it's
him.
like it's a couple like
King
you know what I
Streets
mean.
just got signed
And I
to
feel
Jim,
like
man.
only thing they missing from
He got signed to who?
To Jim Jones.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So like see, look, somebody from Harlem put him under the wing. I mean,
Why-
that's what I
why
mean.
not
Like
Queens
shit like that. I mean, why ain't Queens ain't putting on Queens?
Yeah, he did it
And
twice.
we got
it's like his second or third time.
and we
spinning
got the
block.
most legends.
Word.
Do you say? I
Yeah.
said we got the most legends out of everybody.
Well, you got who from Queens besides Cheeks? Cheeks was always trying to work with people. 50 Nas.
50 Nas. We got the
Who we talking
Noriegas. We got
Word.
Yeah,
we
right.
got Tribe. We got it's a couple.
Like who you know what I'm saying? We talking about who would
Got
be the
LL.
people that would
right,
do that.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
The Lloyd Bankses, the Yayos,
LL
like
Cool J. Yeah, we
LL
got
Cool
we got a lot of
J,
goats
you know
from
what I'm
Queens.
saying?
Queens got a lot of goats. I
I
say
mean, we
that.
got a lot of resources. That's what I'm saying. Not like anything.
It look like they doing it. When you think about it, like the LL, you got Rock the Bells Radio. Like,
He
you know what
do,
I'm saying?
yeah. He do.
Yeah, I like what he's doing with
It
that.
probably just ain't coming off like how you want it to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You said because Brooklyn niggas doing it.
but yeah, I see they becoming stars. You know what I mean? I feel like Kaya, she ain't get to really feel shit
I
yet.
feel like, yeah,
and she's been doing
she
it
been
for a
going
minute.
hard for a
And
minute.
I feel like if somebody put her in the wing, she'll, you know what I mean? Because she rap better than these chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like Scarlett came out of nowhere to me. Because I feel like Kai Baby, maybe because I'm from Queens, I don't know. But Kai Baby been putting in work. But then you have a Scarlett when she's nice too. Not to no knock to her because she's nice.
But you feel like
But
the flex push helped more than the actual music.
her push is stronger for sure. Yeah, her shit is stronger. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Even look, then you got Lola Brooke. She's another one I feel she should get a harder
And she from
push.
Brooklyn, but
And
Brooklyn
she's from
always do
Brooklyn.
that. Look
That's
at
what I'm
Pop
saying.
Smoke.
Yeah.
You gotta look at Pop 6 now.
I don't know what it be. I don't
They
know
get
what it
pulled
is.
up by the DJs or somebody pulling like, oh, nah, this nigga's hot. Let's get him lit. Let's go get a deal. The hood eat.
So is all right. So is the DJs in Queens lacking as far as breaking artists and trying to help
who we
break
got
artists?
right now? That's like that's out here on the radio and that's doing. Hey, shout out to DJ AZ. DJ AZ out of Rosedale. He doing his thing on Hot 97. I mean, he's one
Young
of flex
Fro
DJ.
down south. DJ Young Fro, you know, he from Mobsdale.
Yeah.
And he down
Oh
south.
yeah. That's my son, man. Shout out to my homie. Like,
Is
yeah,
it that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I mean, and not saying that they're not, but is it more DJs?
Our primary DJs in Queens are OG Park DJs.
Got it.
So they hardly on the radio.
Radio.
Right.
Shouts to DJ
Yeah, Kafro
Preem.
doing his thing.
DJ Preem, but he be on BLS.
I
know
think
what
I
I'm
got
saying? Shit
one.
like that.
I think I got one, and I grew up with him.
And shouts to DJ G Money.
DJ Just.
Just
Like
Just
I grew up with Just. We played ball together. AAU. That's my dog.
see, like you
but
said-
somebody like DJ Just, I feel like will
But
have
Just
an
is
influence to
Just
make
is
shit
like
happen.
a young, but see, he's like a young legend, like you said. Just is a legend.
Yeah, he's a super legend.
You know what I'm saying?
Even though at a young age.
At
even
his-
Just, even
He's
though
a young
Just
age.
is
We the
young,
same age. We the same age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like a
He's been in the game
young
over
legend.
20 years.
Right.
But that's
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. So, like you said, it goes back to what you said. The Queens DJs are like legendary, or if they're not legendary, they're more park like type DJs, opposed to the Brooklyn DJs. Because I think I'm banking that's what it is. Because what else could it be? Like you said, the DJs in Brooklyn, once they get the artists,
And when they say something hot, like shout out to Punch. Punch be finding them
you know what I'm
early.
saying?
Early,
Find them
putting them
early.
on.
So I think that's the answer we've been searching for a long time. We've been asking.
Self.
I think that's what it is. But it's like you said, Self is on another level. He's
not reaching back down that far?
He's not reaching back
Self
down
is
that
Queens.
far.
He's Queens,
He's
right?
Queens.
Yeah, he's Queens.
But he's on
a certain plateau where he feel like
that's why I said it goes back to what
There's
you
no
said.
middle between
There's
that.
no middle. They
Shouts to
either
Lou Got Cash, too.
They either too
Lou Got
legendary.
Cash. Shout out to Lou Got Cash.
They either too legendary, or like you said, they just they from a different era and they not really tapped in with the radios like that because they never was anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Good point.
you know what I mean. So I think
It's
that's what
kinda-
it
Clue's
is.
up there. Clue is on the radio. all
Like
the time.
Yeah.
another legend.
But it's like nobody, what no artist is being broke.
You know what I'm saying? Another legend.
Cause
He ain't got time to do that.
when
think Clue got time to bring
when Scar
no
Lip came out,
She came out like within like 2 or 3 years.
Last year,
Over the last year.
In the pandemic.
See, but you follow the work. We talk about from the break. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
She
been
been out.
The snap, the videos, and all that.
I was seeing the video.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've seen her work. But I guess from like you said,
that video set it off to me.
It's been like a good year and a half.
And she's getting branded in front of our faces. And they doing a great job of it.
But look who she tapped in with.
That's what I was about to say that. She got a great backing.
She has a great backing. That's what I'm saying.
If that happens with more Queens artists, I feel like they'll have a better shot. Because we do got some... Fall Rock is killing it right now, too.
Let's go, Queens.
You know what I mean?
Come on, Queens.
Like I said, Jimmy came through and he got King Street. So
shout out to King Streets.
Sure,
Bird Gang 2.0 out now.
Yeah, I'm sure you're putting in some work over there.
Once again, shouts around my peoples. CeeLo Money,
definitely.
Jay Hardy, Shay and Neef,
Facts.
Jet Black, Jess James from the Bay Area. He home team, but he live in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? My guy Shot of God. Shouts to Dope Gang Porter. You know? Flames Cubano.
Yeah, shout out to Flames.
Word up.
He's one of the illest freestylers I've seen. Out from this side of town.
Let me ask you something. So the Lost Boyz, right? They did a reunion album. What about like a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Was you was part of that? Like, did you got any work on there?
I executive produced the album. You talking about Grand Scheme 1226?
Yeah,
that was my whole.
Okay.
That's my brain baby right
So
there.
you put that. So let me ask you something, because I'm seeing when I was reading up on you, you was the one that was campaigning for that to happen, correct?
Yeah, actually, it was actually my idea because I originally had Lost Boyz materials laying around and I wanted to do something with them. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I could make an album happen. You know what I'm saying? So I took a chance at it.
How old was the material? Is it from the back? Like old vocals from the first and second album?
But I ended up hardly using them shits anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I found like two Freaky Tile verses. Actually, one that I used for the album, and then I flipped the Chivas and the Yearn verse.
Okay.
Like there's a song called True to the Game. There's a song called True to the Game on the album with Talik's Yearn verse. It's chopped. It's the same verse, but it's like you got to check it out. I did some crazy shit to make a new Talik verse. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the album is dope. It got a joint called Sun, Moon, and Stars on it. It's one of my favorites on it. Features Horace Brown singing on it. My man Papa Don singing on it. And it's like Cheeks' latest Renee. You understand? Shit like that. And Focus on Me video up right now. 40,000 views or whatever the case is. Some shit I filmed with old camera. Like Shy gave it to me. Whatever the case is. It wasn't even 4K or nothing like that, but the video was hitting numbers.
You said the album, the Grand Scheme?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about like what, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
There's some other shit. I got like a lot of people always hit me on some Lost Boyz shit because that's basically what they know about it. But there's a record I got out with Cuban Link called State of Emergency. There's a joint I got.
How you linked up with Cuban Link?
I'm about to tell you right now because this other song goes with that too. Another joint I produced with what's his name, Sean Price, rest in peace, and Tragedy Gaddafi.
Yes.
And it's called Ink Pen, and they both songs by my guy Uwap. Is a white guy who one time, you know, he knew these dudes and he wanted me to produce these joints for him or whatever. And that was around 2015, right before Sean Price died. It was crazy. It's probably, I ain't gonna say it's the last song he did before he passed, but it was that year.
Okay, that's fine.
This is probably like the third song I got with Tragedy. I did. Me and Tragedy. I did a song with Tragedy in high school.
I seen that too.
What high school you went to?
I went to Thomas Edison.
Okay. I went to Andrew Jackson.
Right. Okay. but it's because I was producing back in the days, and one of my mans knew Tragedy, and that's when he was really intelligent, hoodlum, fresh. You know what I'm saying? Juice Crew still, or whatever the case is. We did a joint with him. It's a lot of shit I got.
So you was producing a lot of dudes in high school that went on to do their thing. Who else on that list?
Cannabis.
Word? Tell us that story. I want to hear that.
Cannabis was Cannabis used to wear black rim glasses and be like an assistant for Lost Boyz manager, Charles Soup. You know what I'm saying? And around the time before, you see how you got a laptop sitting right there? Yeah. Before people was so computer savvy, Cannabis used to write rounds on computers, when the screens was this big.
That green, that big fat shit was, the screen was green and shit. Like,
while he booking whatever he booking for Lost Boyz and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just a different type of dude. Like he really looked on some Urkel shit. No disrespect, Kenny, you know what I'm saying? But he was on some Urkel shit, and then when he opened his mouth, nah, you know what I'm saying? You know how Cannabis rhyme with, like, damn, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Cannabis came out of the Lost Boy camp.
Wow.
Y'all know that, right?
Nah, I did not know that.
Cannabis came from a Lost Boy camp.
I seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was on Beats from the East.
Okay.
On the Lost Boy second album when he killed.
He was. I remember that. I didn't know that he was a product of
Lost
Boyz.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, they didn't raise him.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but still, that still means something. You know what I mean?
He's on the tour bus.
Yeah.
Put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Affiliated. That's fire.
Right.
That's fire.
Right. Who else? I got like,
So you did three. You did 3 joints with him.
But
yeah.
But you affiliated to like R&B too, bro. Like I see your name with Drew Hill.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? So like you it's not just, you know, like boom bap rap. You know what I'm saying? So you've been affiliated. Like how you even get in touch with Drew Hill and all that?
I was in my rapper hat because Butt Naked Tim Dog was trying to sign me to Island as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that happened. I ended up putting an 8-bar verse on the Drew Hill remix for Tell Me. And that was legit. Red Alert used to play that shit every day. So, also around that time I did a song. I got a joint on a Lade record produced by Stevie J called Nevermind. That's on YouTube too. Lade, Stevie J, Big Dex, Nevermind. What else? Damn,
that's a lot. That's like nothing, bro. But how you feel about radio? You see how you said like word alerts play all the time. Do you feel like that's a problem also too, regardless of what's going on as far as how before radio used to break the records, now it's the internet break records.
It's bound to happen.
It's kind of like a 50-50 there.
You know what's crazy? And then back to my answer for you. I see that the way how you was moving back then, you already seen the shift how it was going to move in the future because how you was doing shit. How they do what they doing now, you was doing it back then.
I never capitalized off the shit. That should be pissing me off.
I
always got the idea, but
I feel like that. I feel the same way too. You know what I mean? I feel like that. I mean, even now to this day. But you know, like I said now, now you can answer. But how do you feel now? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you see it. Like
we talk about the state of
the state of
radio, and as far as like how records, like how it, like. You see how, to me, I be looking around like, yo, these artists don't understand how easy they got it.
Yeah.
Because the dudes, like, I understand stories. You know, I got my uncle, he was on Sleeping Bag Records back in the day.
Right,
he wrote for Sandra Simmons, all
like
them,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Greg Nice, Smooth, like, so it's like, the way y'all had to meet and make things happen, it's like you had to be fucking talented for real, because you gotta be your man, which is your man, like, oh, he's nice, he's the one. Like, it ain't like that, because you said everybody, like you said, everybody's doing it. So it's kind of like a pro and con.
Yeah.
You know
now
what I mean?
It's like, to make a record, it's like they already got the formula. Like, they don't even have to hear the song.
They don't even let you, they don't even let you produce. The rapper is the producer now, and that shit is whack to me. Let the producer produce, my nigga. Let him do what he do. You can like when they talking back in the bull, like, I ain't doing it. That shit is corny. Y'all niggas don't know artistry then, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Technology took it there. Because technology took it there. It was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wanted to become a rapper, just like everybody wanted to play ball or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like something that people wanted to be part of. Like they get money if they do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised by that. But it's just now the artist totally gone. It's all hustle, like you said. It's all like a money thing, like a just get this popular name producer and you know you'll have a hit or whatever. Just get in there, do some mumble shit, or not necessarily mumble shit, but some shit with that lacks energy, that lacks that like Steady B. I don't know if y'all remember that nigga. But,
Steady B, yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Niggas who used to just get in there and sweat, man. You know what I'm saying? When they wrong. Like niggas don't do that no more. They think it's way too easy to make a hit. Yeah. They feeling like this shit don't really be sounding like shit, but they hype that shit themselves. You know what I'm saying? Niggas hype themselves into trying to get something on the radio and all that. And I don't know.
It's like, to me, the music don't be having no personality at all.
Hell no. Hell no, man.
Like, people don't use their imaginations no more. Like,
well, you gotta think, man. It's all about the money. It's a money thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a money thing. It's no art, nobody care about the art no more. You know what I'm saying? It's dead. That's dead. You see the sales is down. You know what I'm saying? Like you see hip hop is down because there's no quality out.
That's because and it's crazy because it's like now the mainstream people is trying to find it and they don't know where to go. Because we know it's good music because good music never left. Me, I'm tapped in. You just had to be somebody to tap in. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask you too, how you feel about like, because you see a resurgence, since about 2014, 15, where older rappers who was, they heyday was the 2005, the mixtape era, for the Rock Marcy's, you know what I'm saying? Like Graph, for example, like everybody making their resurgence. Nas, how that make you feel and make it see that they putting out more quality music than?
Well, it makes sense because they more experienced. So they know, like, with the arts, with Nas, I forgot the line he said in one of them new joints. He said something about screw the trends, stick to the art, or whatever the case is. Only the OGs will really know, you know what I'm saying, the difference, because they done made shit with trends in it, and it didn't work. Nas Uchi Wally verse ain't really work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a trendy song. The song was dope. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? Now he knows. Don't do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? The new kids don't know, you know what I'm saying? They still experimenting. So I love that. I wasn't ready for them niggas to disappear, for Locks to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, now we gotta listen to.
Because you got cats like AZ dropping frequently now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody from that era is just dropping music and just letting it, you know what I'm saying? And it's good to see to me.
I need Cormega. That's just a random shout.
Yeah, that Cormega album was fire. Yeah, like, that shit was fire. He had a joint with Banks on there that was fire. Retarded. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, before we get out of here, man, I think you had a bone to pick with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen you in the comments, man. It was a year old. I don't forget. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget. You know what I mean? Everybody I don't forget you. I remember everything. You had a bone to pick with me. We could before we get out of here, we could talk about this. This is a year-old topic. I remember you guys was coming at my neck because I said pause. Because I was saying Andre 3000 is not he's definitely not top 5. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be in the top 5, and I gave my reasons why. I think you said something in the comment. I can't remember, but you did. You came at me. We here now, man. We here. Cool.
I can't remember what I said, but on that we were talking earlier before we recorded, and you were saying you look at people who put in work, and I respect that. I'm glad you do, but some people just got it. They just got the it factor, and you got to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? That's just something you can't overlook. You know what I'm saying? And I do know. I recording with people. I always knew there was some artists that I really wanted to work with badly, but they would just never show up to the studio. They was always late. They wouldn't put their effort in. You know what I'm saying? But once they get in, they fire like damn. I want you to do a whole album, but they wouldn't pull it off. And then there was always those who was in the studio every day and couldn't make a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'll be looking at. Like, it just.
That is, you got a point with that one.
You know what I'm saying?
You got me on that one. That is true. Because that gotta hurt your ears. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you know what I mean? It's in the studio all day and it's just trash. You gotta hurt your ears. But look, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with Andre 3000. I think he's a good artist. He's definitely a legend. I'm giving him his flowers. He's definitely one of them. But I just feel like he has never produced an album for me to fully, say like, to fully stamp that, like, he really is top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has the hottest verses, and I think that's a cheat. Because if you have all that time to pin one of the hottest verses or whatever time, it should be hot. Because you took 2 or 3 years to come up with a verse.
Okay, how about this? Do you accept this? Top 5 in features.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I said that.
That's easy.
I said that. I told him that.
That's easy.
Yeah, I said that. I said top 5 features.
And I'm thinking of Walk It Out. I'm thinking of Walk It Out.
That's a classic. And that's a classic. I give him that. But what else? You know what I'm saying? That's not his song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his song that's like, that's it?
Because he on artist time. He's not on rapper time.
That's real shit,
he's on artist time.
Nah, that's real shit.
Real shit, nigga. And a nigga can rap circles around niggas.
But that's why I feel he shouldn't really be mentioned as that high. Because I feel Big Boy put in more work than him, and nobody give Big Boy his just.
He's a great rapper.
Big Boy?
He's a good rapper. Great rapper.
They don't give him his
on the
credit.
Outkast albums, he was holding his own. Don't try to play that nigga.
I respect Outkast. I love Cass. I can't say Big Boy's. I just can't say he's a dope rapper. Like,
do you feel they should be?
I'm sorry, Big Boy.
Because look, it's been a minute, and it's been a minute, and the last time we spoke, like I said, I think the Billboard came out with they was number one, right?
Yeah,
Outkast was number one, right? I would disagree over Wu-Tang.
Nigga, they got the best selling album of all fucking time.
Yeah.
And Lost Boyz wasn't on that list.
And Lost Boyz wasn't on that list.
How you feel
Blasphemy.
about that? Now that's blasphemy.
Crazy.
That is blasphemy.
Like they one of the greatest groups. I mean, groups, man.
Yeah, we talking groups here.
Yeah.
And the way the impact, like I mean, everybody in fucking Queens is LB. I remember that time.
I remember that.
Everybody was LB. When you see a black fag in the '90s, niggas is LB. Like
yeah.
Lost Boyz. Like that shit was a time. Like I honestly, I remember. I think this is probably when Ty died, and the Ave. I remember the Ave was flooded. I was little at the time. I remember. I think we was coming from school or whatever, and it was just the aura was crazy that night. Like you know what I'm saying. And then growing up, my sister told me that story. I'm like, damn, that was that day. That's wild. But just having the impact in Queens is just, you know what I mean. Queens is just.
Ty died in December.
I don't remember.
March.
Yeah, I'm about to say
March.
It was
March.
definitely.
He died on Cheek's birthday.
What?
Yeah, at his birthday
I
party.
was a young boy, so I remember. But I was a young boy, but I remember that. Like I remember that time. I lived in the South Side at the time. You know what I mean? We spoke off camera. I told you on RIP Glenn Fade. That was my next door neighbor.
Shouts
so
RIP
you know what I mean,
Fade.
so I remember seeing them and I remember seeing everybody at one time. You know what I mean? Because they used to hang out over there too a lot. You know what I'm saying? They used to be over there.
Yeah.
So I used to see a lot of them over there, you know what I mean? But I remember that time, man. Terrible times, man, but, But
Ty was incredible. He was funny. Ty could dance.
I was going to ask you, you got any stories? Like you got any stories with Ty?
But one time when he was mad at me because he had Jug and Drama. He was trying to, set them up or whatever. He wanted me to get him some beats, but I was also doing my thing with Quasar and shit. So I ain't really had that much time. To give him those beats or to drop some beats off to give Jugga and Drama, and I didn't know he was mad at me. So one time, you tie it up, and you ever give a nigga dap?
Yeah, and you feel the energy.
No, and the nigga go like this.
Yeah.
Give you the elbow and your chest.
Right.
You felt that, like
yeah, like
yeah.
Fall back, nigga. Like what the hell? Right, and so I found out, we're. Like, Ty's not a man of many words or whatever. He used to like roast the niggas or whatever the case is. He's a funny nigga. He's a high energy nigga, but he ain't gonna beef with you. He ain't gonna, So I had to go sit down next to the nigga and fucking hash it out. Listen, man, don't feel no way, man. I just ain't had no time, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't come to me and tell me straight up you was mad, whatever, right? And he just sitting there like this, listening to me. We was in Universal Records. They was just about to have a meeting about how you do not advertiser. They coach you how to interview. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like that type of shit or whatever. They were sitting waiting for the people or whatever, and he's just sitting there watching TV and shit and listening to me air it out or whatever cases. So he ain't saying much to me, but I was like, "Yo, Tom, man, you can't be like that, man. My bad, my nigga, whatever." And then later he just came to me. He didn't say shit. He gave me the real dap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the love dap.
So that's just my little personal shit with Tom.
That's fine though, man.
So but you say you rhyming still, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you put him on the spot like that. He was like, "Hold up, me."
You got a little 8 for us right now.
It's the Hood's Crown Hero, reporter from Ground Zero with Sonny. They getting
Hold
money.
on, I got
credit card to kill.
Play that beat, Trip. Play that Trip, beat. I just sent you to your
got him. Look, we got the beat.
We gonna get a little. Not me first episode back. We gotta get something special for y'all. You know what I mean? Cool.
Why not?
Get a couple bars session right quick.
I ain't going front, man. I could talk to you all day, man. Like you got a lot of like stories. I know you
history.
Like you're like a history book, man. I know there's a lot that we could talk about, man. Like I said, it was an honor. It's an honor for having you come on. You brought us back out, man. I mean,
oh yeah, no doubt, man.
I've been trying to make this happen for a minute.
Yeah. We've been speaking about it. We've been speaking about you.
I love it.
That's a fact.
Y'all bringing me back out too, so this is back out. We back out. Oh,
back outside, boys, man. Back outside, boys, man.
Good shit.
Just want me to rhyme, man. All right. Oh. That ain't the beat, though. No beat track.
Hold on, that was the wrong beat, y'all. My bad.
That was actually, well, why you look for the song. That right there is a song called Party All Night by Blue Denim, featuring Lost Boyz. Who's Blue Denim? Salt from Salt and Peppers, her sister, and her sister's partner. That's what
Let's go.
Wow, little history.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
Let's go.
yeah.
Oh.
Know you feeling this.
Yeah. Turn it up. What happened?
Yeah. Turn that up, Trip. You can't hear it.
Yeah, we got to run that back. Let's go.
Yeah. Bring that back. Nobody put us on exclusive. Episode 83. We back outside.
Yeah, about to make it real hard for you niggas. Pause. Pause.
The pause game is in full effect. We back outside. Shout out to Cooler the Ruler.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, but I'm still getting it. It's Cooler. Oh. Look, I never knew a love like this. Money make a shooter put his life at high risk. Women in the gentleman's club grab their ankles these days. They don't need your money. They got ample young kids with their IQ out of high school don't comprehend the street codes and outside rules, Southside rules. Every evening on the nighttime news, there's white boys with run guns, stun guns, Dracos, might arm you with a pipe bomb for the caseload. Gotta make the caseload. Woo. Right, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, you about to go in. Let's go.
Oh. It's the Hood's Crown Hero reporting for Ground Zero. Sonny, they getting money out. Credit card to kilos. You find a nigga where that ground harder, y'all let me know. I was out with hustlers, workers, street roads. And, oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Cooler Ruler Divine, y'all.
Let's go.
Rusty.
We back outside.
Somebody coming out? Somebody about to get in on?
No. That's you.
That's enough. That's enough.
I
We can cut that down.
I pod.
But it's episode 82.
83. Episode
Appreciate,
83.
You know what I mean? Everybody
Nobody put
pulling
us
up.
on.
You want to
Back
stream
out.
this, watch the video. You know what I'm saying? We back. Nobody put us on.
Shout out
Full effect.
Shout out to Father God. Shout out to Five Film and Productions. Shout out to Dutch Real P, myself. Shout out to the Stand for Something show.
Stand for something. Facts.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Trip. Shout out to Cooler Ruler, I guess. It's an honor again.
And shout out to Queens.
Big shout out to Queens.
Big shout out to Queens. Peace.
Big
Back.
Queens.
We out.